Frankie Friday.
Not today, don't ask him today.
Ask Frankie Friday.
Well, maybe you should ask him something today.
Ask Frankie Friday.
You know what? Go ahead and ask him something today.
Ask Frankie Friday.
Then he'll answer you on Friday.
What up? It's Fraturday, July 27th, 2012. I am Frankie FingerSkateSelective, and you're watching an all-new episode of Ask Frankie Fraturday. That's right. What up, homies? Thanks for tuning in for another exciting episode of Ask Frankie Fraturday. So we've got a lot to get into. We're going to land a trick for the very first time. We're going to build a very cool ramp. And, of course, we're going to answer your questions. But before we get into any of that, you already know we're going to check out some of your trick clips. Let's start with one from the homie 23 Tennis Star.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
Nice.
And let's go ahead and check out this clip from John Espinal.
Awesome.
Let's go ahead and check out one more. It's from CB Networks 123. Alright, homies, here we go!
Let's do this!
What up, everyone? So for today's Let's Do This, I got a request from FingerSkate Fun Guys. He says, can you do a double kickflip on a quarter pipe? And that got 16 thumbs ups, the most thumbs up, so we're gonna go with that one. Luckily, it wasn't like a switch laser flip to tail slide, 540 Barney Rubble, shove it out, or anything crazy. Double flip, I might be able to get, so let's get into this. Here we go! Nice, kinda doubly, right? Make sure you guys keep throwing your trick suggestions below for the next Let's Do This. Make sure they're not too hard. I'm not a pro. You already know. Yo, yay. Alright, so we got some really good questions to answer this week, so
Let's answer your questions.
Alright, the first one is from Double D4. I'm tired of fingerboarding. Is there anything I can do to get hyped on it again? Yes, there is. You need to look around for a new obstacle, and if you can't buy one that you like, make one. Or you can find a new place to fingerboard. Like I fingerboard here a lot, and it does get old and it gets boring. So find a different table or something in your house just to change up the scenery, and that can help. Also, what I do is I watch skateboard videos, and that gives me ideas for different tricks and stuff to try. So those things combined should be able to help you get hyped on it again. You guys probably have suggestions too. Throw them right down there.
It is what it is.
Next question is from Josh Hubers. How do you apply the graphics to your decks? Now, I don't apply graphics to decks because I don't make decks, but I do put stickers on them. Like this one here, that's my brand new head sticker, and I have the stickers made the perfect size so that they fit on the bottom of fingerboards. That's probably what you're seeing. Here I've got the graffiti, 4 different stickers, and it makes like one big graphic. So it is kind of like a graphic, I guess. A removable graphic, which is probably better than a normal graphic. So it is what it is. I don't make graphics, but they're just stickers.
Yeah.
Alright, the next one is from Profesh. Frankie, when I'm ollieing over stuff, it seems like I can't get enough pop. I almost have to slam my middle finger down. Do you think my fingers are too small to fingerboard? Now, I don't think your fingers are too short or anything like that. I know when you watch someone ollie, it kind of looks like they're really slamming or popping really hard, but it should be more of like a fast, smooth motion rather than an actual pop. Like on a skateboard, you have to slam it down, and that gives you a pop, but with a fingerboard, it's more of like a smooth motion. If you haven't checked out my How to Ollie video yet, make sure you check that out because I give a fresh FSS perspective in that video, but the main thing to do is practice ollieing on this stuff and just keep practicing over and over, and you will get it. Next one is from BMV Tech Decks. What do you do with your finished tape and box workshop stuff? I hold on to it. I've actually got a lot. Very first quarter pipe that I made. I've got the fun box with the hubba ledge. I got the stair set, and I got a kicker.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that stuff. And the next one's from Paperman 1998. Hey Frankie, how many K decks do you have? I have 5 K decks, but they're all different. I know what you're thinking, like I'm hogging them or something, but I'm not. One of them is green, one of them is purple, one of them is a custom 3-ply. It's not a 5-ply, it's made with 3 plies. One of them is 28 millimeters wide, and the other one is just natural wood 30 millimeter wide. So they are all different.
And I love them.
Next next one is from Mr. QWERTY Dude 100. When's your next contest, and can you put completes as prizes? Hopefully my next contest will be before too long, and I will try and give away at least one complete. Hopefully I can do more, but we'll see what I can afford when that time comes.
Yeah.
Alright, the last question of the day is from the JGood123. Frankie, what's your favorite food? Now I wasn't going to answer this because I've answered it before, but that stuff kind of changes from time to time. And I think before I said spaghetti, but now I'd probably say tacos.
Super good anytime.
You already know.
Alright guys, thank you to everyone who asked a question. Make sure you ask me a question for the next Ask Frankie Friday right down there. Alright, let's see what the homies had to say.
Let's read some Frankie mail.
Alright, the first one here is from my homie Hunter Krasinski. He sent $2. He says, Dear Frankie, here's $2 for some Crown Pivot Cups from Mr. Krasman42. Then he also drew a picture, but he wrote crappy picture. It's not a crappy picture. He's wearing rings. Yeah. Shout out to Hunter Krasinski. Be on the lookout in the mail for your Frankie mail. Thanks for sending Frankie mail. The next one is from Marcus King. He sent $5. He writes, Dear Frankie, here's $5. I would like an FSS chair. Can you give me a shout out? I don't have a YouTube channel, but my name is Marcus. Then he has his address and he says, yo yay, real big. And Marcus also sent a picture that's really cool. It says FSS at the top. Then down here at the bottom it says kickflip into a grind. Then it says yo yay. It's got the little rail. Very awesome. Shout out to my homie Marcus. Thank you for sending Frankie mail. The last one of the day is from the homie Seth Shepard. He sent $9. He just sent a note. Hey Frankie, could I have a red FSS chair and could you sign it? Also, could I have an extra crispy sticker, a piece sticker, a remix sticker, and a limited edition sticker? Thanks a lot, your homie Seth, aka Shreds001. Thank you, Seth. Thanks for sending Frankie mail. Be on the lookout in the mail soon. So shout out to Seth, Hunter, and Marcus. Thank you guys for sending Frankie mail. Also, I want to say thank you to everyone who's sending Frankie mail. Remember guys, I can't read every single letter on the show, but that doesn't mean that I don't read every single letter. I definitely read and respond to every single letter. When it's time to read them on A.F.F, I just grab a few. That's why you only see a few. If you're wondering why yours hasn't been read on the show, that's why. Doesn't mean I haven't read it, just means I haven't read it on the show. But if you really want it read on the show, just mark on the note, please read on A.F.F, and I will try and get it in here. And while we're speaking of Frankie mail, you too can send in Frankie mail and or buy an FSS product. All you have to do is send your mail to Frankie Fingerdex, P.O. Box 256, Beverly Shores, Indiana, 46301, USA. Alright, we still got a lot of stuff to do, but before we go any further, let's go ahead and check out some more of your trick clips. Like this one here from the homie Mr. FBR10. Sickity! And this clip right over here is from Tech No Grip. What? Let's go ahead and check out one more. This one's from Kevin Minwoo. Alright, homies, we got work to do.
FSS's Tape and Box Workshop.
What up, homies? Welcome to the Tape and Box Workshop. Today we're going to be making a very simple kicker ramp. Things you will need: a small cardboard box, some wide shipping tape, some snippers, be careful with scissors, and I'm also using an X-Acto knife. Remember kids, if you use an X-Acto knife, make sure you have your parents' permission or have them helping you out because these are very sharp and I would hate it if you cut your finger. Alright, so here we go. Like I said, I'm just going to make a very simple kicker. And there's also another reason why I'm using this box to make the kicker, and I'll show you that when we're done. The first thing I'm going to do is cut the extra flaps off the top because I don't think I need them. But if it turns out that I do, I'll just glue them back on. Just easy. Alright. That was nice and crooked. That was crooked. That was crooked. That was crooked. Alright, now I have all the flaps off the top of the box. So with my kicker, I'm pretty much going to leave the back of the box all intact because that's a strong point. If you leave it all connected on the back, it'll give it a little more support. So I'm going to figure out where I want my kicker to go. I'm going to start at the top and come down. I think I'm going to leave a little bit of a deck on the back. Not a very wide one, but just enough. Then it'll come down and I just need to figure out about where I want it, just like we made the quarter pipe. I guess I'll go ahead and use my marker. I didn't think I was going to do this, but figure out how wide I want my deck. So maybe about to there. Then I want the kicker to be kind of long, so... Okay, so there, that's just a guide. And remember, only do one side. Do not worry about marking the other side. I'll show you how to match the other side perfectly. So now I'm going to use my X-Acto knife very, very carefully. And I'm going to cut along that line. I need to change blades. This one's pretty toasted. Alright, let me change blades here. Alright, got a new blade in there. Yowza, this one stinks too. Alright, so I'm just going to use my scissors. Alright, so we got that cut out. Make sure you hold on to the piece that you cut out because we're going to use it on the other side. And I'll show you right now. So you'll take it from this side, the side you just cut it off. Take it around here, set it on there just like that. And that's going to tell you right where to trace it. That'll get you close enough. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so now I have both sides cut out. So now if you fold the top down, pretty much see how it's going to look. So first thing I notice is we're going to have to trim off some of the bottom or the back of the box because you don't want it poking out. Let me go ahead and trim some of that. Alright. Now, remember in the #1 rule of Tape and Box Workshop, remember to try and not get tape on your writing surface. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a couple small pieces and get it taped down. Then I'll put some longer ones on there. Alright, so when I use it, I'll probably tape the front down like I always do every cardboard ramp. But now I'm just going to take a longer strip and put on each side just to make sure it's holding really good. Obviously, if you start with a bigger box, like a cereal box, you'll have a bigger kicker when you're done. I'm not really complaining because if you remember the last ramp I made, it was a set of stairs. It's actually the same kind of box. So I can leave this alone as its own kicker, or I could tape it to this one and I would have the kicker up to the platform and the stairs. That's the one cool thing about that. But for now, while I'm here, I think I'm going to tape the back of the box up just so it isn't so floppy. I'll go ahead and do that right now. Alright, there we are, basic kicker. Remember, when I use it, I'll put a strip along the front just so it's smooth riding onto it, but I think that'll be good to go. I'm going to do a few tricks on here. You can make it a million different ways. This is just one way. Hopefully it inspires you to make a ramp of your own. And remember, if you do make a ramp, snap a picture of it and email that picture to fsspictures@yahoo.com. And remember to include your YouTube name in the email. Then I'll show the ramp you made in my next Tape and Box workshop. So make a kicker, make any kind of ramp.
It is what it is.
Nice! As always, make sure if you make a ramp, remember to snap a picture of it, send that picture along with your YouTube name to fsspictures@yahoo.com, and I'll show it during my next Tape and Box workshop, just like these pictures I got last week.
Let's check out your ramp.
Hey, I like the fingerboard. When I'm bored, when I'm bored. Hey, I like the fingerboard. When I'm bored, when I'm bored.
Whew, nice. I've said it before, I've said it again after that, and I'm going to say it one more time. You guys are the best at making ramps. You already know. Not too many ramps this week, though. What's up? Are you guys not feeling the homemade ramps? Let me know. Alright then, Bubbles and Bubettes, that about does it for today's episode. I'm sorry for the lateness. I'm sorry for the lateness.
I'm sorry for the lateness.
Make sure you guys tune in on Tuesday for the next FSS homework assignment, and don't forget to send in pics of your homemade ramps. And while you're doing that stuff, don't forget to email your chick clips to be featured right here on FSS. While you're at it, email your pics and drawings for the Frankie frame and represent. Send in your Frankie mail and or buy an FSS product. Ask me a question for next week's Ask Frankie Friday. Thank you guys for watching and supporting FSS. I really appreciate it. Now very gently without hitting your Hewlett Packard. Brr up there, brr up, brr up. I will see you guys sooner than later. What up, everyone? It's Frankie here. What's the time? 3:58 a.m. I just got finished editing this episode. A lot of people always ask what I edit with, Sony Vegas. But anyway, I just wanted to turn this on and tell you guys I'm sorry for the extra late post. I know I'm always late, but this one was ridiculously late, and there was two reasons. One reason I got started late, and the other reason was I packed a lot into this episode. It's over 14 minutes long, and I just wanted to show you how crazy this looks. Every line on there is where I chopped it and edited. Look at that. You guys know I edit it up. And this was about 3 straight hours of editing. Sorry about it, guys. I'm gonna try and get episodes posted earlier. I know I always say that and I end up not, but I am gonna go for it, so it is what it is. Thank you guys for all the support. I really do appreciate it. And thank you guys. It is what it is. Later!